Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I was just thinking about how some old games feel special. They somehow feel better than most new ones even after all these years. Whenever I think of them, I kind of slow down for a minute and savor the past, you know? So today I thought it would be great to just relax and talk about 15 retro games that feel better than modern titles. Nothing heavy, just a lovely little stroll through some games that really stayed with me. If you like that, I think it would be something you'd enjoy. So let's take our time and go through this together. There are just some certain memories of walking in the dilapidated village where the leaves would be just whispering in the wind. Resident Evil 4 is about the feeling of trespassing, a little shudder in the spine into a land that seems to reject your presence. Each corner feels like it has been designed with intent. Every spot has a little story to tell, and even the tiniest of buildings seem to have watched over the land since time immemorial. The pacing of the game is slow and full of tension. As opposed to hurrying the player along, it encourages contemplative exploration, appreciating the burden weighing upon each footstep, bearing through small details. It is quietly beautiful to find oneself amidst a deep green jungle, where only the gentle rustle of trees and the ethereal calls of unseen animals fill the air. Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater feels like going into that space where each leaf and every shadow counts. I want to show you this one, as it isn't just about sneaking, it's also about focusing on the fine details, whether it is how you traverse tall grass, how you listen before taking that step forward, or how you can feel the world alive around you. What sets it apart is that it puts you and your surroundings in slow motion, giving you a chance to see how sunlight falls between the trees, how to feel the tension of deciding what to do next but not rushing it. The plot exists, but there is this subtle pull inside the game that draws you in to just relax, look closer, and find your own way. This is one of the experiences that linger in your memory, not because you hurried through it, but because you savored every moment. Each second counted. I mean, that's another charm. Spending time with it surely leaves a quiet, enduring feeling once you close it. Silent Hill 2 is one of those occasions wherein the world is heavy with fog, and each step you take seems to draw you deeper into something you cannot quite put your finger on. What makes it really special is how it coaxing you gently to explore a place almost frozen in time. A silence pervades the empty streets, worn down are the buildings, and the air somehow always seems a tad too still. It's almost like you are never fast or quick on your feet about solving things. Instead, slow pacing walks empty spaces, while noticing details like the soft echo of your own footsteps, or how distant shapes just dissolve or reappear back out of the mist. I've really wanted to get this one to you, as it is kind of a journey where the quiet moments speak the loudest, and even the simple act of opening a door feels like a big step. It is crafted with perfect weight so that you can take your time, look around, and really feel the weight of where you are, and that's something I've always wanted to share. I found something quite different, and I truly cherish my time with it. It's akin to opening a storybook in which every succeeding page might transport you somewhere entirely new and wondrous. Chrono Trigger slowly welcomes you into various points in time and different locations, all interconnected in a way that feels simple yet quietly amazing. Something about this unspoken living world in each moment walks away with one. It allows you to wander, to stroll through tranquil forests, quiet towns, and odd spots that each have a heartbeat of their own, and somehow everything fits together like it always was. Movement through the story flows naturally. The choices made along the way gently influence how it all comes together. I wanted to share this one because it moves slowly, giving you time to explore without ever rushing you and letting you enjoy each small, thoughtful moment. Every small step kits into something much more significant, always a memory that lingers with you forever. There's this other gem I've been thinking about, and it's one of those journeys that quietly pulls you in without needing to say much. Half-Life 2 has a way of building a world that feels strangely real, where even the quiet streets and empty buildings seem like they've seen stories pass through them. What really makes it stand out is how everything feels connected. You move through cities, canals, and wide open spaces, and each place has its own quiet weight, like it's been sitting there, waiting for you to notice the little details. The way you explore feels smooth and steady, giving you time to look around, to pick up objects, to solve simple puzzles that gently guide you forward, and to really feel the spaces you're walking through. I wanted to share this one because it's not just about reaching the next place. It's about taking in the way the world sounds, the soft rhythm of your footsteps, and the way each corner feels carefully placed, as if you've truly stepped into another life. It's a calm, thoughtful experience that lets you move at your own pace, and I've always found something special in that. There's been another treasure I have come into contact with, which, I must admit, is the calmest, most peaceful adventure I have ever seen. Shadow of the Colossus feels like entering into an open field where the wind would gently sway the high meadow grasses, and there is hardly any movement in the world around you. It is truly special, as it allows you to creep around these vast empty spaces at your own pace, with soft sounds and memorable moments of long silence as rewarding stalks, providing everything in time to just gaze around and contemplate. Thus, the journey goes steady and simple one way here, climbing up things there and clinging on for dear life as he engages with gargantuan moving creatures that might almost seem to be part of the landscape themselves. I just wanted to show this one to you because the game is not about rushing or collecting. It expresses the feeling of being small in an entirely big and beautiful place, with calm moments in between when you are just riding through sunlight and shadow, thinking silently to yourself. It is one of those experiences that stay with you, softly and warmly, for a very long time. There's another sort of classic I've been mulling over, almost like entering a storybook where the world slowly opens for you. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and the special sort of calm that swaps gently into yours. It's not just about exploration, but about sharing the journey and gently moving through somewhat thin and leafy forests in the company of content towns and empty fields that wish you would just show up. What really makes it so precious is the caring about the small things, such as hearing the comforting sounds of the water nearby, or noting the gentle light casting subtle changes while walking away in some random direction. Very silently touching the puzzles grind to a halt and metaphorically asking you to take a breath and think. I really wanted to bring this one your way because it gives you plenty of time to look up from the screen, be curious, and have fun on the fairly slow-moving roller coaster journey. It is the kind of adventure that dares you to stay on it for some quiet moments, eventually soaking up the little areas of silence and enjoying the straightforward, easygoing feeling of simply being a part of some lovingly constructing world. Here has been something I have been enjoying in the quiet, and that kind of fine trip offers a soft musing and little surprises en route. Final Fantasy IX, with delicate caress, draws you into a tiny, handcrafted world in which each town, forest, or calm lane knows how to quietly tell its own tales. The very charm is in the way that delicate texturing of the narrative draws a balance between grand adventures and heartfelt, tiny grated moments. Wandering through small villages while the ambient street sounds chime faintly along, allowing the characters to grow in calm yet believable ways. The specialness of it made me want to share it with all of you. So much time is given for wandering, observing the little details, and slow building through a story in which one is never pressured to hurry. It maintains a steady and welcoming pace while visually lending it a filtered time charm from whose enchanting aura you kind of descend into the soft dip where all things are made snugly to be slow until finished. This experience allows you to settle in and slowly glides along while you savor every ounce of the journey. This is another little gem, which I've been playing lately, and it has one of those simple, calm joys that stay with you. Super Mario World feels like entering a bright and playful space, where every path holds something quietly exciting. The charm lies in the very smooth and slow-paced feel of the journey. You get to take your time through colorful locations with gentle hills and soft-moving platforms sprinkled with tiny little secrets away from the main path. Somehow it all feels lightweight and smooth, like you are frolicking through a world ready to go at your own pace. I really want to share this one because it is not about a race or striving for some big goal. It is about soaking in the soft bounce of every jump, the soothing rhythm of each level, and the small moments that make you smile unthinkingly. It is the kind of adventure that feels good to come back to, no matter how long it has been. Here is something new with which I have been working, and it has this really calm rhythm that is easy to just adopt. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 somehow quietly invites you out into open spaces where you can just move and try things and really savor the serene feeling of rolling around in each location at your own pace. What makes it special though is how smooth all the way through the process go. Gently learning your balance, timing every jump, finding little paths and soft forgiving ramps almost there for you to discover. It is somewhat calming just getting sucked into these quiet loops. A slow practice of one move over and over. It's not because you're forced, it's because it feels good to keep gliding, spinning, and seeing where your board is going to take you next. By way of explanation, I really wanted to share this one because it is not about honing against time. It is about honoring that steady rhythm. The soft wheels almost sounding like a heartbeat, easy comfort, fading away into smooth freedom skating across empty spaces minus any sort of pressure. There's a little jewel that I have been playing that feels like a quiet walk through places of hidden corners with soft echoes following you around as you explore them. Castlevania. Symphony of the Night grabs you by the hand and brings you into a world both grand and personal one, where every hallway, staircase, and secret door waits to be your discovery. What sets it apart is the calm and steady flow of the journey. You're not pushed to rush, but invited to wander, to find, and to carve a path slowly through quiet places lined with little surprises. I wanted to share this one because it leaves room for the whispering resonance of testing, of small joys of gaining new skills that softly reveal new terrain, and soothing moments of thankful recognition as you watch bits and pieces of the world merge together slowly. It is the kind of adventure where one can leisurely stroll, carefully wander around, and feel all glum inside as the world gently but carefully forgets them within its beautiful contemplative spaces. There's yet another gem mining which feels like stepping into a world that doesn't try to push you but instead sits quietly, waiting for you to find your own path. The Elder Scrolls The 3, Morrowind has a calm, open feel about it. You can wander through dusty towns, along strange landscapes and quiet shores, without a nudge toward what to do next. The world feels so much alive because it has been there for ages, with a story hiding in every corner and some moments that you can feel if you look closely or just be gentle with your thoughts. I wanted to show you this because it's the kind of essence where you can move at a slow pace, turn interested in just where that little dirt path might lead, and enjoy the peaceful rhythm all on your own. There is some sort of feeling that goes with allowing yourself to get lost within, take that much needed time reading, walking, and just soaking in because the whole world is waiting so patiently for you to stay as long as you wish. There's another gem I have been playing that has this smooth, steady rhythm to it. Such a delight to fall into. Street Fighter 3. Third Strike feels like a space where every move counts, yet what sets it apart is that whole calm ambience that you feel when you take your time. It isn't just about rushing fast moves. More so, you learn the quiet art of timing your actions against other elements, such as patience and careful movement, almost like a slow dance where there is a cerebral acquisition of awareness towards the flow of it all. I wanted to share this one because this is one of those games that softly reward you for just slapping the pause button on life and feeling that moment deep. Your footsteps softly hitting the ground, the gap between blocks, and each fight telling its own little story with very few words. It is a soothing, steady challenge, giving you time to grow, to practice quietly, and to have fun feeling smooth while learning one step at a time.
Are you ready? Go!
Another gem I have been playing is one with a nice, steady rhythm that one can so easily get lost in. Burnout 3. Takedown is one of those quiet games overlooked by a majority of those that play for pure joy, where joy comes from simple sensations of motion, easy turning, wide roads, and calm focus while rolling ahead. Such is the immersion. What makes it stand out is that you get to enjoy speed and some of the minute details, the road shifting softly beneath your wheels, or how each track has its own gentle flow you gradually begin to pick up. I really wanted to talk about this one because it is not just about racing. It is the peaceful feeling of connecting with the driving, the quiet satisfaction of nailing a clean turn, and the mellow rhythm of carving your own pace. It is one of those titles that lets keep on going slowly, learning as they go and feeling at home in the steady heartbeat of the road ahead. Another jewel. When I find myself there, I feel like stepping into a serene legend where everything unfolds one careful step at a time. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time runs at a gentle tempo, where one traverses centuries-old places with high walls and smooth stone paths, and quiet rooms that seem to share the whisper of their own history. The flow of movement itself accentuates the experience, a dance where each jump, each climb, and each wall run meshes in a soothing, steady rhythm that brings tremendous satisfaction to the player. I especially wanted to show this to you because it allows you to stop, look around, and slowly climb through lovely, meticulously crafted places, allowing you never to feel rushed. There is great comfort in the pacing of the storyline, just the right balance of peaceful exploration and light-cracking puzzle solving, wherein even time seems to patiently wait for you to enjoy every bit of it. Just one of these experiences where you get to sit back, go with the flow, and feel totally at home with the serene beauty of the journey.
Honor and glory on the battlefield. that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam, "You are the noblest of my warriors." From the moment my sword tasted...
I really enjoyed sharing time together in silence, reminiscing about 15 retro games that still feel better than modern titles. It has been pretty sentimental to return back in time and recall games which still might carry that simple charm, those which feel just as good playing even today. Might anecdotes from your own favorites or maybe some thoughts circling in your mind while listening, just bring in any time to share. Really, I enjoy listening to such things found out by others. And if you feel like dropping by sometime again, you are more than welcome. No rush, no pressure. It's just really when you feel like it. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. I'll see you around.